You believe in justice, in fairness. You think the world rewards the righteous. But let me tell you something. The world does not care about your virtue. It does not reward honesty. It does not protect the weak. It does not honor those who refuse to fight. The world is not a temple. It is an arena. And in this arena, the lion does not ask the lamb for permission to feast. Once, a wise man said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." You have been taught that goodness prevails, that kindness will win people's hearts. But let me ask you, where are the kind men who rule the world? Show me the gentle kings, the honest emperors, the righteous conquerors. You cannot, because they do not exist. History remembers the strong. Let me tell you a story. Once, in a quiet village, lived a man of great virtue, kind, hard-working, and fair. He believed that truth would always triumph, that justice would always prevail. His neighbor, however, was not burdened by such illusions. He spoke sweet words, but acted with sharp intent. He whispered in the right ears, sowed doubt, and built alliances in the shadows. One day, a dispute arose. The kind man trusted the truth to defend him, while his cunning neighbor twisted reality itself. And when the village elders made their decision, they did not side with honesty. They sided with the man who had already won their favor, who had wrapped them in his web before the battle even began. The kind man lost everything, not because he was wrong, but because he was naive. Do you still believe that playing fair will lead you to victory? If so, you are mistaken. The truth is simple. The strong write the rules, and the weak follow them. What is power? It is not brute force. It is influence. It is control. It is the ability to shape the thoughts of others without them realizing. Men are so simple and so much inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will never lack victims. You fail because you're too obvious. You show your cards too soon. You speak when you should listen. You argue when you should observe. The true masters of this world do not shout their strength. They weave it into whispers. Picture two men entering a room full of powerful people. The first walks in boldly, declaring his intelligence, his strength, his value. He demands respect. The second man walks in silently, watching, listening, learning. He does not announce himself. He lets others come to him. He finds their fears, their desires, their weaknesses, and then he uses them. Who do you think will leave that room with more power? Do you know why kings trusted their advisors? Because the wisest men never sought the throne themselves. They stood behind it, controlling the king without wearing the crown. A merchant who seeks to rise in status does not declare his ambition. He flatters his rivals, gains their trust, and learns their secrets. When the time comes, he does not attack them. He lets them destroy each other. And when the dust settles, he stands above the ruins, untouched, victorious. Do you wish to control? Then stop begging for fairness. Influence. Manipulate. Rule. Tell me, What is morality? You believe it is universal, an unbreakable law. But morality is not a law. It is a tool, a weapon, a chain used to bind the weak. There is a saying, a prince must learn to act as the fox and the lion. The lion cannot defend himself against snares, and the fox cannot protect himself from wolves. The weak cling to morality because they have nothing else. They believe it protects them, but in reality, it only limits them. The strong shape their own morality. They decide what is right and wrong. And when they do, the world follows. Let me tell you a tale of two heirs, one noble, one ruthless. The noble prince believed in justice. He sought to rule with fairness, to uplift his people. But the ruthless prince knew the truth. Power is not given to those who deserve it. It is taken by those who will do what must be done. So the ruthless prince whispered in the ears of the ministers. He planted doubt. He turned the king against his own son. And when the time came, the noble prince was cast aside, betrayed by those he trusted. The ruthless prince did not hesitate. He claimed the throne. He ruled. And history remembered him not as a villain, but as a king. Do you understand now? The world does not care for good intentions. It does not reward the just. It rewards the victor. The question is, will you be the one who writes the rules, or will you be the one who follows them? And now, the final truth. You will either rule or be ruled. There is no middle ground, no safety in passivity. If you do not seize control, someone else will do it for you. These are the words of wisdom. He who becomes master of a city accustomed to freedom and does not destroy it will himself be destroyed. A warrior who hesitates is slain. A king who trusts blindly is betrayed. A leader who does not adapt is overthrown. So let me ask you, do you wish to win? Then learn. Learn the game. Learn the rules. Learn how to break them. Do not be the sheep that waits for mercy. Do not be the noble fool who believes in fairness. Be the one who moves unseen. Be the one who controls the board. Be the one who others fear, respect, obey. Because history does not remember the merciful. It remembers the victorious. So tell me, will you continue to be a pawn, or will you learn the game? The choice is yours.